roll the tape.
This is not what I was expecting when I signed up for this.
A grinder would be perfect.
Ridiculous.
It would be messy and somewhat dangerous, which would be fun to watch.
I certainly think I'm being natural and energetic. I don't think they'll put that in because it's too meta, but
We're putting everything in.
at this point, I'm just yapping.
Welcome back to another episode of Two Can Play That Game. My name is Esteban Gast. I'm the host. This just in. This episode is incredible.
Oh, dude, we're starting to cook. Oh, we're cooking with grease over here. Oh, I feel like now we're cooking.
Let's get to know our competitors. We've got Lewis, we've got Brendan. Let's jump into the footage.
Hey, I'm Lewis. I'm an artist and content creator responsible for some of the most ridiculous builds online. Welcome to science! How hard do you have to slap a chicken to cook it? And today, I'm gonna play Two Can Play That Game.
My name's Brendan, and I'm also about to compete in Two Can Play That Game. If you watch other outside productions, you may know me as the guy who strapped a bunch of helium balloons to his backpack. Oh, that is perfect. Look at that. It's the opposite of putting on a backpack normally. Oh my gosh.
That's exactly where we know you from. People are like, wait, helium balloon guy.
All I have is this box, which apparently has everything I'll need. I don't even know who my opponent is.
I've got the same mystery box of challenges. I hope it's not delicate.
Mystery person, mystery opponent, mystery box, mystery challenges. It's gonna be a hoot. It's our first challenge.
Price hike.
Guess the costs of 10 real.
Or just plain bougie outdoor gadgets. Fast.
You have 3 minutes to name your price for each one.
Closest guess wins the point. The most points wins the challenge.
We're facing off.
King Cage titanium dust pan.
$75.
$40 for the titanium dust pan.
Gutter sweatband. Wonder if it collects the sweat and funnels it back to your hydration pack. That'd be sick.
It's closed loop, zero waste.
That'd be disgusting, actually.
$30.
$25. P Sport male urinal bottle. Any bottle can be a urinal bottle.
I'm gonna give Brendan 1 point for saying any bottle can be a urinal bottle.
If this is more than $20, it's just not worth it.
$45 on the urinal bottle. Hitchfire Forge 15 propane grill.
It mounts to your vehicle hitch. That is just unnecessary.
That's cool.
This is $300.
$450.
Oh gosh, 43 seconds.
They're feeling the pressure.
Pour over kit in Java G25.
$300 for the Nest pour over kit.
$120, almost certainly.
Bear Grylls Survival Master Watch.
About $1,500.
That's got to be like an $800 watch at least. Oh, I got 30 seconds left. I gotta
If
go.
you're not sweating, you're not doing it right.
Normatec 3 legs compression system.
$50 for that.
$250.
Life jacket for dog.
$65.
$20.
ODR Eclipse skis. Oh, they're like snow blades.
$20? That's not true.
I'm gonna go with $150 for them.
$20, $150. What do you think?
And the Bianco Gold Ice Axe.
A gold ice axe?
$2,000. Okay, that's it.
That was a lot less time than I thought it was gonna be. I know it doesn't count, but I bet that's about $3,500 because people don't know what gold plating is actually worth, which is basically nothing.
Wow. Louis throwing in a gold plated is worth nothing. That's pretty cool.
Let's see how I did. Titanium dustpan, $200. I was close on that one.
$200 titanium dust. I thought 40 was high.
P Sport male urinal bottle, also close.
Male urinal bottle, $79.
I want Louis reacting, like going to a restaurant and be like, sir, a burger is $25.
You can pee anywhere for free. Like, why do you need a special bottle for this?
Okay, point Brendan there.
I saw them as just boots. I knew they should have been more even for that.
$449? That was actually my second guess.
You know how many pairs of thrift store skis you can buy for $450?
So here's another point, the Eclipse skis.
$69. It was about $20 more than I thought.
I think I said $50, I wanna say.
The Forge 15 Hitchfire grill.
It doesn't need to be that high,
More expensive than I thought.
but I don't get it.
$19.79.
I think I did say $20.
Lewis is actually pretty close. Brendan won, of course, but Lewis is close.
I really think this should recycle the sweat though. Like take it from underneath your helmet in a tube down your back and right into your hydration pack.
I don't want to say it's a good idea, but it is an idea. I'm gonna give him another point.
You don't want to lose those electrolytes. That's silly.
$799 on sale.
$899 original.
If you give me $800, I'll compress your legs.
I have no idea if these things actually work.
I could not bring myself to pay $245 for a Java set and grinder.
$245 seems reasonable.
They don't even know they're competing against each other. Doesn't it feel like a competition?
Don't get the urinal bottle confused with your coffee kit. Don't mix these up.
Brendan, you know what? Don't tell me what to do. Okay, I'm gonna live my life, you live yours.
Bad things happen if you mix these up.
$890 original for the Survival Master watch.
You know, I was really close there.
The thing that Luminox is known for is tritium gas tubes that provides a permanent glow. Regular loom is basically just a fancy glow-in-the-dark star. That is one of their like premium features that they advertise.
I'm gonna give them a point. That's something I literally had no idea.
The gold ice axe,
I thought for sure they would be asking like a ton for that, so I'm glad I didn't run to that one.
$473. That is a screaming deal. Run out and buy this right now.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
How was I so far off on like all of these?
Brendan was closer on just about every single price. Brendan, you get a point because you won challenge number 1. And now it is time for challenge number 2.
The perfect pack.
Try your best to fill your backpack until it weighs exactly 20 pounds in under 10 minutes.
Without using weights or labeled products.
You only get one weigh-in. The pack closest to the 20-pound target wins.
This is like just practice for going to the airport, I guess.
I actually think I could probably do this pretty well.
Ah. Backpack or a parachute? It's so cute.
The main strategy I've got here is that I am pretty good at knowing how much stuff weighs.
My thoughts initially go right to using like a Nalgene or something.
What does labeled mean? Because I could use water.
1 liter is 1 kilogram,
I feel like that's cheating. I feel like that's cheating.
which is 2.2 pounds.
I'm gonna try to get this bag to 15 pounds with the smallest items I possibly can.
Am I supposed to find a strategy for this?
And then I'll add lighter weight stuff on top of it.
I have an idea. Okay.
I feel like both of them are confident. They're like 20 pounds, we can do this.
Start 10-minute timer.
All right, the 10 minutes has begun.
I have a reference item. Unlabeled.
Brendan with a baby reveal. Yeah, point for adorable child.
I weighed her last week. She came in at exactly 12 pounds.
This is a good start. This might be pretty heavy already.
Ready to help me out, baby girl?
Was that baby behind the camera? Was it like directing?
Oh, we're cooking with grease over here. We are cooking with gas, to be sure.
Lewis, you said cooking with grease and then immediately fixed it to cooking with gas. You come up with a wildly wrong idiom confidently, you get a point.
The backpack needs to weigh almost twice as much as you do.
Yeah, those are good. Like, I feel like that's probably about a pound.
There's no weight written on this. Ooh, this is tough. That might be right around 12 pounds.
So we'll say that's 3 pounds between the two of those.
Lewis is crushing it. Lewis, holding items and looking off into the distance, calculating is my favorite thing ever.
No way that weighs over a pound, but we'll call that a pound. We'll call that
2 pounds.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this Anvil weighing the same as my baby.
Does the bag have to be fully sealed?
12-pound Anvil plus a tape measure.
Roll a tape, roll a tape.
What do you think?
Oh man, it feels like it weighs more than 20 pounds.
We have this piston.
Just try my best not to break the nylon here.
Backpack probably only weighs a few ounces.
That is not a lightweight bag.
I'm feeling good about this. Okay.
Baby's a competitor now, and 2 can play that game. 3 can play that game?
We're gonna pack up this stuff in the backpack right now. We're gonna see how we did.
We'll call this 15.
I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who's close.
Stop. Calling it.
All right, I still have a minute 17 left, but I think I'm gonna call it. I'm feeling confident with my decisions, and we're gonna see how close we are.
All right, everyone, here we go. I think Lewis is gonna take it. He's been looking off into the distance. I don't think Brendan has once looked off into the distance. And that, to me, as someone who's judging this, is concerning for Brendan.
I feel like it's more than 20 pounds.
Oh man, I was wrong. Dang it.
Oh no, I'm way over. 25.8 pounds.
Oh no, I think they both are way over.
I was 4 pounds short.
Lewis was underweight.
That's surprising.
Did you get heavier? I think it's her fault.
He was only 4 pounds away. Lewis gets a point.
There's no way my opponent is gonna do better at this.
That's 4 points, Lewis. Brendan has 5 points.
Thanks for helping me out.
Oh my goodness.
Appreciate it.
This is challenge number 3. Can you peel it? Yes, we can.
Your mission, invent the most unexpected way to peel a potato, something you would actually take with you while on a car camping trip.
I need to invent something that I could take with me on a car camping trip, not necessarily using something that I would already have with me on a car camping trip.
Make it weird, make it outdoorsy, but keep it scrappy. This is not a build marathon, it's a quick, creative challenge.
Unexpected is the key word here because I would just use a knife.
This is gonna be interesting.
Most expected would be a potato peeler.
It's a potato peeler. How hard could it be?
To get points, you gotta be weird and creative and unconventional. If you use a potato peeler, kiss your points goodbye.
Buddy, I don't think you know what kind of builds I do here, but...
Lewis, hey, we know what you do, buddy, but what the world needs, what we need, is for you to peel a potato.
A grinder? A grinder would be perfect.
This is where the grinder came from. So many grinder mysteries in our lives, huh? I'm married, I have a wife, just saying.
But it's not an invention of mine, so I don't think that counts.
Also, they sent me a third bag and I didn't know what was in it. I didn't open this the very first day I got it. Now I see why they weren't worried.
Potatoes. They sent me a sack of potatoes.
That's right, in Two Can Play That Game, you get a mystery box, and sometimes that mystery box is filled with potatoes.
Thank you, Outside, very cool.
Guess I can make some French fries tonight.
Points to the producers at Outside TV who came up with Spud strategy.
I'm gonna hedge my bets here. I'm gonna use one car-related thing. This is an ice scraper snow brush. And then a couple of non-car related things that I could just potentially have kicking around in the back of my vehicle and could be used to peel the potato.
I have this utility knife. Look how long that blade edge is.
Oh, Lewis, you're so close to us.
My thinking is that I can recreate the function of this. We just want something that you could use car camping. So I need some way to have a blade mounted at like basically either a slight angle, just limited from going too deep into the potato.
Okay, they both have their strategies. Let's see the build process. Let's see what's happening.
The tire, tread to tread, is 27 inches. Sidewall is about 24. That's the measurement I'm gonna need. Bear with me here. Now we're gonna cut this wood down to 24 inches. Now I need to drill a couple of holes in the center. Perfect.
Let's go check in on Lewis. What's Lewis up to?
Okay, so we'll go with the handle's gonna be 2 inches. We want that 1 inch of gap.
Lewis, walk us through it.
I'm gonna cut this out with a jigsaw real quick.
Now I need all 4 wheels of my car off the ground.
Every time I think I understand Brendan's plan, he does something ridiculous.
Don't do this. Never get under your car when it's on a jack. Definitely don't do what I'm about to do, which is run your car in gear while it's on jack stands, because if it falls off the jack stands, it's going straight into my house.
Also, don't do the Lewis thing where you're like doing multiple razor blades.
Oh, dude, we're cooking, dude. Look at this. Come on. That's a great start. Let's give it a little less angle. We're doing well.
I do normally keep a bag of zip ties in the car as like part of my emergency toolkit. That's pretty good. Oh, that's solid actually.
Every time we cut to Brendan, I am confused, intrigued, compelled.
You can sort of see how like on the one side it's a little deeper than on the other. Like that's definitely a functioning potato peeler. It even feels good in the hand.
You dress it up and it's like, you're selling that at REI next week, brother. Good job. Wow.
So we're gonna carefully mount the potato. Oh, look at that potato juice. We got all 4 wheels off the ground. I'm gonna start the car and put it in drive. Yes. Ice scraper, sharp edge, potato spinning. All I should have to do. Oh, it's working.
Oh my goodness, it's working.
Oh my God.
This is so cool. Peel the potato, peel the potato.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna make potatoes tonight this way.
If someone gave me a French fry cut from this, I would eat it. I wanna like put a better edge on this ice scraper, and let's try this again.
Brendan just crushed it. Here we go, Lewis.
It's working well. Frankly, I think it's working better than a regular potato peeler. I haven't cut my fingertips off yet, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Oh my.
So the gap gets bigger over here. You can actually see that it's kind of bent, but that's kind of a feature because it means that over here, you cut less deep, and over here, you cut more deep.
Does it peel a potato? Yeah. Will it harm you and your loved ones? Totally.
Why do I buy things?
Lewis is just having a blast peeling potatoes.
I mean, at this point, I would just cut it up and put it in something. Now, just to be sure that wasn't a fluke, let's peel this second potato for good measure. 3, 2, 1, start. Definitely helps to go a little bit slower and more methodical with the way you drag. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. And
He's like, this is my new hobby. This is amazing.
minute 26. That potato is about as peeled as they come.
Here we go.
Brendan's going back.
That's it. Oh no, it's a big chunk.
Now they're just peeling potatoes for the love of the game.
It's actually worse with it sharp because it digs in. Oh! Oh no!
The potato fell off.
Let's reflect on the success or lack thereof of the potato peeler.
You know, I know it's based off of potato peeler designs that I've seen before. Sure, it makes sense that I would go about doing it this way.
I did like the rotary aspect of it. I felt like it had the potential to be very efficient.
The build is cheap, it's lightweight, it's relatively safe.
I think you crushed it. I'm gonna give you a point, which brings you to 5.
Honestly, I feel really confident in this peeler.
If I was gonna car camp in the parking lot at a mashed potato festival,
If a mashed potato festival existed, I would go every year. It would be my Coachella.
I would 100% bring this and just like peel potato after potato and cook them all up in a big old pot over the fire and have an incredible time at the mashed potato festival.
There's this thing that I sometimes think about, and it's the highest hanging fruit. What is the most complicated, absurd way to do something simple? And I do think Brendan did that. So he gets a point, which makes our final point totals. You are never gonna believe this. It is Brendan 6 points, Lewis 5 points. They were so evenly matched. This was so good. They're so brilliant and creative. Wow. But Brendan, you take away with it. You are the winner of Two Can Play That Game. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, Two Can Play That Game from Outside TV. My name's Esteban. We did it. Get outside. Get outside and make your own potato peeler.